Is it possible that we have approached the answer to dealing with burnout in ourselves and in our teams all wrong? When I did my doctoral dissertation, I looked at 441 people around the world, Americans working overseas, and I looked and compared the levels of burnout they were experiencing. And that's what got me into the field of speaking in the space. But the person who I looked at has continued to be at the forefront of the research, someone by the name of Christine Maslach. She has the Maslach Burnout Inventory, which is the standard instrument looking at burnout among employees. And she suggests that this natural focus, and I think it's a good focus on self care, is maybe a little misguided. Instead, she suggests there are six things more related to work that may just help us to come back from the brink of burnout more than just focusing on taking care of ourselves. The good news is that as a leader, as a team member, this could be something that you adjust that wouldn't be just related to reducing the workload. It has some more nuances to it. So I'm going to quickly walk through these six. I want you to be thinking about, is this something you could implement instead of just encouraging your team to take a break and to take care of yourself and to get more sleep and to eat more nutritiously and exercise. So here we go. First, of course, is the workload. If the workload is insane, there's going to be burnout. That's just a no-brainer. That's a given. But secondary, there's this idea of how much autonomy you have. If you have a lot of autonomy and a lot of work, that work can even be joyous. And the paradox in some of this is it isn't always related to reducing more work. It's adjusting the quality and the perception and the values involved. The third one is a sense of fairness. If you feel like you're being treated very fairly for the work you're doing, you're compensated well, that goes a long way to not feeling burned out. There's nothing more burning out for me than to do a job where I feel like I'm underpaid and underappreciated. That will burn me out a whole lot more than doing something tough where I feel like I'm paid handsomely for it. Tough work, good pay, not a burnout situation. Then there's a sense, of course, of your work being recognized, feeling like you're mattered, and of course, this idea of compensation that we've alluded to. The fifth thing is this idea of a workplace community. Do you feel like you're in a place that you want to go to every day or even virtually attend? There are situations where I feel like the work is okay, but the people I have to spend time with, that wouldn't be my first choice. And there's jobs that I've left over just the community that I have to endure week after week after week. And then finally, does your work have value and meaning? If you're a manager and leader, are you able to continue to help people to see the meaning in what they're doing? They may feel like they're a cog in the wheel, but you can show them that their work does matter. Can you tap into your own sense of, is this something that fits with your values? If it does, hard work isn't something that will necessarily burn you out unless it's ridiculously overwhelming. It can be something that you do because there's almost a missional idea of it. So self-care is good, and we can talk about that. There's a lot we can do that is active and indirect, but there's some things that we can look at, these six areas where we can do a lot of adjustment and discussion about how we can not just lower the workload, but actually help people see these things come to fruition in a way that makes them feel okay about the work they're doing. Well, this is Dr. Bill Diamond. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.